So there have been stories that have gone around, some of which I had every intention on bringing up myself, but never got around to it because I was too busy. Bugger. But today I thought, how about we go through the few stories I had every intention of talking about now? Granted, the drama may have extremely died down and people may have lost all ounce of care, but it's basically me. Okay, to be honest affair, this video, you could argue, is basically me just trying to get views. But hear me out, as I talk about these certain topics that seriously got to me, which I wanted to bring up, back when they were still relevant. So, here we go. And to kick it all off, we'll be starting with SUZY 2.0, otherwise known as LYSSY NOEL, a YouTuber with almost 2 million subscribers who used to go by the name Twilight Clover 98 and make 3am videos. Whatever the fuck those are. Oh, there are videos where people try to make contact with the paranormal spirits. Guys, just enter Haunted House, saves everyone a lot of time to do other things and helps you get better sleep. When you Google her and take a look at one of her pictures, you'll think, wow, she's very pretty, and she is very pretty. But when you reach the part that shows why she got brought up in videos in the first place, you'll probably be thinking otherwise. A YouTuber by the name of DynamicCB, who now has a little over 2,000 subs, made a video criticizing LYSSY, which she didn't like, and not only called it bullying, you're not helping the blonde stereotype, love, but also falsely flagged it. Sadly, the video has been deleted, but if LYSSY thought this was gonna end with her on top, then she was sadly mistaken. Tipster made a video covering the situation, and then LYSSY thought it would be a good idea to message him to tell him to delete the video, and even threatened him the same fate as Dynamic. It doesn't really take a kid with Down syndrome to tell that LYSSY is a lot like SUZY when it comes to criticism. And I'm pretty sure she didn't expect other creators like Augie and the Quarterin to cover the story as well. But what makes the whole situation extremely messed up is that, at the time, DynamicCB only had 100 subscribers. How the ever-living fuck is a video made by some kid who had really bugger all views on his channel at the time gonna seriously cause you any serious issue? Word of advice for anyone who has an online presence: if you do something, no matter what, learn to take criticism. Literally all criticism is someone's opinion. It's what they think. And to me, striking a video made by a kid with 100 subs because he criticized you is just seriously scummy and kinda shows how frail your skin is. However, I took a look at her most recent video and... what the fuck is that cat? Even she said the same thing. Does it mean the app looked like it was made in Unity? If LYSSY is offended by anything I have said here, just remember that these are nothing more but my personal opinions. And if you ever did want to talk about this, I'd be more than happy to talk it out with you. Seriously, just because I talk like this in my videos doesn't mean I'm gonna in person with you. Story number 2 involves something that was just a giant pile of WTF involving extortion to a horrific level. And it involves the victims Kenzo, who has 77,000 subs, and Obi Raids. I think he deleted his channel. Some guy made a video talking about it. Link in the description if you want to check it out. Both these channels had 2 of their videos copyright struck by someone who we're all gonna call Jackass McGee. Or as I like to call this person, Asshole McCuntface. And we're also threatened by this guy that he would strike them one more time, which would completely terminate their channels unless they both pay Jackass McGee either through PayPal or Bitcoin. Or we showed a video where the person doing this went by Vengeful Flame. Not gonna lie, I dig the name. Where they informed him that unless Obi pays them $150 on PayPal or $75 on Bitcoin, they'll terminate his channel. And the major issue with the message is that not only was this guy trying to extort money from Obi, but they also gave him a very short amount of time to make a decision. How the fuck is that part even acceptable? I had my own extortion situation with zombie kills, and she tried it better than you. But one of the few times where YouTube actually shows a level of competence and sorts the situation by reinstating the videos Obi made and reversing the strikes, which even YouTube themselves said that these takedown notices were abusive and fraudulent. Not only that, but they even terminated the prick that issued the strikes in the first place. So the threat Vengeful Flame made saying, "Hey, we saw you tweet about us," Not sure why you thought that was a good idea, or if you thought you would remotely get any help, but this has violated any potential deal, and your third copyright strike pretty much does nothing now, as YouTube stepped in and sorted it. Same thing happened with Kenzo. Vengeful Flame struck 2 of his videos and ordered him to pay $600 through PayPal or $400 through Bitcoin, but this time around said that they were paid to strike him by someone else. But once again, YouTube stepped in and reversed it all, stating that the strikes were obviously abusive and that it was a fraudulent legal request which they have zero tolerance for, and terminated the offending channel. Everyone they will like this with other channels who have issued false strikes. Yes, I'm looking at you, woman. Seeing YouTube doing something to seriously help other creators on their channel, I think I'm right in saying, isn't something we often see people talking about. Normally, it's talking about how YouTube fails to properly police its platform and how completely incompetent they are. So seeing them actually do something that really helps creators and actually police their platform on this type of shit is just fucking amazing, and something we seriously need more of. Maybe then, if that were to happen, people might probably have a far greater respect and care and proper love for the platform. I'm pretty sure everyone would love to see that happen, but I honestly have no clue if this will ever really truly happen. But one can hope. Story 3 involved Belle and the stupid tweet she made promoting an upcoming video on her OnlyFans. I actually made the voice recording, but I never actually got around to editing it because other things got in the way, like more serious videos and also work. But in the recording, I wasn't going to overly talk about it. I was actually making that video to kinda have her back from a post she had made on her OnlyFans where she asked her fans to go easy on her when it comes to the content she puts out, as she is stepping outside of her comfort zone for everyone and is just starting to get into porn and gets upset whenever she sees people getting mad at her for not posting exactly what they want. To those very fans, fuck off. No beating around the bush, just fuck off. This post of hers was going to be the main point of that video. Actually, I think another reason I didn't go any further with editing the video was because I lost a screenshot of the post she made and couldn't find it again. Thankfully I have it now, so yeah. But this is what made me want to make that video, because knowing that she has that happening to her was something I wasn't really happy with and wanted to have her back. But don't start calling me a simp for her for recording that video for her in the hopes of slipping into her panties, as I had also addressed the controversy she caused over on Twitter, which actually did piss me off, which was a Twitter post she made of her tied up in the back of a car and being force fucked in a forest.
What?
Now I'm gonna be 100% honest here. I completely get that people have kinks. I have nothing against that. And this is an example. BELLE actually even stated that this was a kink. I failed to realize that girls have actually gone through that for real, and she didn't even seem to acknowledge it. And when she did, I can't overly remember, but I think she edited it by going, "Trigger warning?" Basically, not taking the situation seriously. Whether this was a kink or not, this is a serious thing that happens to girls, which is seriously heartbreaking, and seeing you basically go, "Trigger warning," shows to me and survivors of this that you don't care. And I should point out that even girls who are actually sex workers have had that happen to them. BELLE then followed up later with a Twitter post that seemed like a twit longer, stating why she's not going to apologize, which, truth be told, has some points, but none of them excuse what she did. Not even close. Yes, I find Belle Delphine drop dead gorgeous, and I've even admitted that this chick makes my brain malfunction like crazy. But that doesn't mean I'm going to defend this chick with everything she does. I can hear her side of things and understand her points and stance, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna completely defend it. I may be a bigger virgin than James Charles and pretty much constantly fucking up my head, making myself pretty insecure downstairs, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna hold this girl accountable. Again, if she feels offended by anything I said here about this, message me and let me know and we can talk. Completely down for that. The fourth story was something involving my friend Dylan Trossi, or Munch, who helped create the intro for SUZY Update 13 and showed up in the third installment of the Clusterfuck collaboration. This was something I also intended on bringing up as soon as I got told about it, but I sadly never got around to making it. So allow me to explain. Dylan made a video titled Trump Explains How He Won, which was only 35 seconds long, and a YouTuber by the name of NOEL-SUZY, however the fuck you pronounce that, issued a copyright claim to it, when the guy didn't own any of the content in it. Ugh. Now the funny thing is that, as you can see in the screenshots, the channel has nearly 5,270 subs, and the video shown here only has 185 views. But if you went to his channel now, he has removed all content on the channel and has lost 250 subscribers. And the story with this guy is that he allegedly botted his sub count. Now, I gave my thoughts botting your sub count on the very first episode of the Clusterfuck collaboration, which went as follows. If you are going to use a program that puts bots into your subscriber count and make it go up, if you're going to buy bots to increase your subscriber count, what's the fucking point? Like, what's the point of making a YouTube channel and actually growing it properly if you're just going to do that? There's no point. There's literally no point doing it.
It's absolutely pathetic.
It's not just pathetic, it's also sad and hilarious. I mean, there's literally no point. You might as well just wank off into a sheep's asshole. And now for the main issue here. NOEL-SUZY issuing a clearly false claim on a video by a creator NOEL-SUZY doesn't own. And correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there consequences for doing that? Or is it just for all strikes? Either way, this is still pretty fucking scummy, and this is shit that should not be tolerated by any level. People who abuse the system seriously just piss me the hell off, and seriously make me want to call up DedSec in San Francisco and have them do their thing to these people and just basically screw them over by hacking their crap and making them shit themselves for the sake of comedy on the internet. Nobody likes the person who abuses the system for their own ends. That's not even why this system is there. It's for legitimate reasons, like if it genuinely infringes on your copyright. But just remember that you also need to take into consideration fair use. Unlike Just Destiny with Lieutenant Cobra and Suzalu with, well, everyone she's done it to. Or in my case, the videos Einar Stavrovsky's made on some of my videos. If someone makes one of these videos and you don't take fair use into account... Wait, this was a false claim, wasn't it? I got nothing for that one. But if you issue a false claim, you're a dick. Let's put it that way. Now if you seriously thought I wasn't going to bring this up and give my own thoughts on it, then allow me to prove that thought very wrong, because Story 5 is talking about Playmate Tessie, and I think I'm gonna be a bit big on this one. For those who don't know who this chick is, lucky bastards, she is a YouTuber and streamer who, in a stream, laughed at a person with cancer.
Take off your wig, you big bitch. Take off your wig.
I don't need
Take.
big
It
hair
is a
or
wig.
plastic.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Leukemia? Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have fucking cancer? You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
Yeah, that's extremely fucked up. This caused major flack and backlash towards her, with people talking about this, and even her dad came out and responded to it all, even coming on Tipster's channel for an interview. And the whole situation even led to her getting an appearance on Dr. Phil, where she... wow.
I'm famous for being beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, and talented.
Yeah, and my dick's the Loch Ness Monster. In this, it's pretty telling that Tessie has her head in the clouds, as she thinks she's famous when, in fact, she ain't. She's infamous. Two different things. And the fact she said this about her sub count.
On YouTube, you have less than 10,000 subscribers.
Oh no, that's, yeah, like that's, you know, it's a glitch. It's a glitch.
Yeah, my arse cheeks love to play checkers with my skull money box. It's not a glitch. People just don't like you. And the fact you literally laughed at a person with cancer and even called the cops on your dad in a live stream for views? You are so bloody delusional, it's insane. But I figured this would be a good time to address it all now, as she actually fired up a live stream on YouTube on the 3rd of April where she apologizes.
I guess what I want to do on this live stream is I want to make this about positivity.
Well, you already screwed yourself right at the start when you say you want the stream to be positive after you told someone to shut up and continue to.
Shut up.
Well done, love.
And I really want to apologize for my actions.
I really feel like this is meant to be a very serious video where she's talking from the heart, but someone should tell her that she ain't a celebrity. If she's a celebrity, then I'm the Pope. However, I need to address this. In her apology stream, she tries saying that people perceived her making fun of a cancer patient.
I know that a lot of people may have perceived that I made fun of a cancer patient. The truth is, that is not what happened. That's not what fucking happened. Although I may know in my perception and inside that, you know, I did nothing wrong, and I may have never had the intention to bully cancer, and I may have not perceived that I was being mean or bullying. I understand that we're working with a lot of different perceptions, and there's just this huge variety of different perceptions.
Are you fucking stupid, love? Nobody perceived anything. You did make fun of a cancer patient. You straight up called her a loser and then proceeded to call her pathetic, fat, ugly, deformed, poor, and a bitch. Literally, all people need to do is watch the fucking clip of you doing so. In fact, you can find a link to that very segment itself in the description. But the way you came off was not at all positive. You came off like a stuck-up bitch. And is it just me, or is she kind of making up excuses?
Although I may know in my perception and inside that, you know, I did nothing wrong.
I may know in my perception I did nothing wrong. Yeah, my testicles are Mother Teresa and Gandhi. Yeah, literally from the 6-minute 30 mark, it very much feels like, while she claimed to be taking responsibility for what happened, is in fact making up a bullshit excuse like perceptions, and using it to try and make herself seem like a better person. Pull your head out of your ass, love, because if you seriously think anyone's gonna buy that crap, then you are sadly mistaken. And judging from the amount of dislikes it has, pretty sure that's telling. Also really telling that the 18 people who liked the video need to go book an appointment with the local surgeon and get a brain transplant. Like, what? The final story I wanted to talk about was a situation that happened on Twitter last year, back when SUZY was a serious topic. And it was a situation that involves Rachel Messer and someone named Blossom. The whole thing basically starts with Blossom saying that Rachel owes her success to... She owes her success to SUZY. How? You do realize that Rachel is a voice actor, right? Rachel has been in countless anime and games voicing tons of different characters, and I'm pretty sure Rachel does the whole YouTube and streaming thing for fun. At least, I think she does anyway. Anyway, getting back to the topic. Someone who's been blurred out pointed out to Blossom that SUZY grew her channel by deceptive means by getting games before their release date to beat everyone else in the Let's Play race, and by using other people's content. Yeah, pretty sure this person's referring to SUZY's non-fair use reaction videos, which led to Blossom responding by saying, okay, more like being a sarcastic moron, and is it me, or does this lady seem to believe John Swan uses deceptive means in his videos? Because if so, this lady needs a new brain. Why I sound so bloody stupid. Which Rachel brings up and also addresses something SUZY had asked her fans to do, which was drop the whole situation. And Rachel addresses that it appears her fans don't seem to listen to her. And then... like, what in the fuck kind of logic even is this? That's not how that works! Also, by reading the 7 requirements to become a voice actor, it takes a bit more than just reading lines to become a voice actor. But I think the thing that really got on my wick was this. Rachel made a tweet where she was joining OnlyFans. Before anyone goes insane, I need to point out that it was a joke, which she pointed out, and pretty sure she even clarified it more by just showing pictures of fans on it. So I'm gonna lie, that I would sub to, because it would seem really funny. And Blossom clearly didn't seem to get the fact it was a joke, and thought she was being serious. All the horny boys, shut up and keep it in your pants. We don't want to see that. Rachel then points out that it was just a joke, and that she had actually made a post about it all, to which Blossom responds with, huh? Good comeback. How will I ever recover? That was a joke too, since you need help spotting them out. Very much so, Rach. Very much so. Rachel then addresses a response Blossom made, which reads, stupidity, and Rachel straight up owns her. The way Blossom acts from these screenshots is just wrong, acting like a stuck-up brat who, and let's be fair here, deserves to be atomic wedgied. Yes, I know you don't do that to girls, but the alternative is everyone grabbing an RPG in GTA 5 and blowing her up all at the same time, and that just feels like overkill. And another thing I need to bring up is, where was the joke? Also, back to the earlier thing Rachel posted, who the fuck cares if she even did join OnlyFans? What's it to you? I mean, let's be real here. Rachel is an extremely attractive girl. Anyone would think she isn't, get new eyeballs. But if Rachel did want to make an OnlyFans, then who the fuck cares? How is that our business? Answer, it ain't. It's her choice. So what Rachel brings up here is very much on point from how you came off in your earlier tweet. And the response you made here, you may not have said the very words, but the way your tweet came off kinda implies it. Now if anyone is gonna come in here and call me a Rachel Messer simp, I'll be honest, yes, I have a celebrity crush on her, but the only time she ever really pops in my head is whenever I'm listening to Not Astrid S, I Don't Know Why, in the form of a fan-made music video with her being the star lip-syncing, which is a song I haven't heard in months. And also, to quote the lyrics of the song, I don't know why. I think probably because it sounds similar to her actual voice. I'm a very weird person. Mario Tainaka then brings a screenshot of a tweet Blossom made, to which she says things I already just addressed, which even Mario points out to her. And the fact she still thinks people are getting triggered over a joke tweet she made is just... You drunk? The fact only you think it was a joke, and everyone else can see otherwise is kinda telling. And the fact you then tried to say that you never said the crap people got pissed at you for is just extremely stupid, and reminds me of these two twits. So, at least one of these twits I can actually talk to on Discord. When he pops up. Now, Blossom then makes a follow-up tweet saying she has no issues with people using OnlyFans, and then to find it hilarious when bullshitters claim to fame is lying about creators and not apologizing, as well as them having the audacity to then continue to profit off of it. Now, here I'll admit has truth, but coming from the mouth of an idiot is just funny. I mean, let's go through why so. Need I really say any more? And now enter Sean McMitchell, who calls Blossom out about Rachel lying about Suzy Lou, which is kind of bollocks, and Blossom then going, I have to agree with Sean here. If Suzy wasn't who you were talking about, then who the fuck were you? What has Rachel lied about? The only one who really smells of bullshit, love, is you. In fact, here's an air freshener for you to wear to try and help combat that stench. And I have to seriously agree with Rachel over here. Don't try to judge other people's lives. Learn how to do research, and even if it wasn't a joke Rachel had made, that still doesn't give you the right to respond the way you did. Shaming people for doing all of that is just wrong and extremely scummy, and no one in their right mind would tolerate that. If Rachel Sunday genuinely decided to make an actual OnlyFans, then that's her choice. How the fuck does that have anything to do with you? And if you're gonna complain about Rachel allegedly joining the site, what are your thoughts on Bella Thorne joining, which was something I addressed last year when she made, what was it, like $2 million upon joining? What are your thoughts on that? And I ain't slamming Bella for that. If someone wants to make an OnlyFans or something like that, I'm not gonna shame them. I'm actually gonna support them because it's what they want to do. Because at the end of the day, Rachel joking or not about joining OnlyFans has literally nothing to do with any of us. It does not affect us in any way, shape, or form. Apart from the odd horny fanboy who should maybe go get some fresh air, as I feel like they have not seen the light of the sun in about 23 centuries. And that basically covers everything I intended on bringing up. I'm aware of other stories that people may have thought I'd cover, like the incident with John Swan and Dream, which I had intended, but I wanted to do that in the form of a documentary style, and I hadn't really covered the story much anyways. There was also shit going on involving zombie kills when it came to the shit involving Jeremy from the quartering, as well as a twitlonger straight up exposing her. I have every intention of responding to the whole thing properly, but for now, I'll just address the fact that after this twitlonger came out, Zombie began losing subs and followers on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. In fact, she privated all the videos on her YouTube channel and has recently put out a new video, which has so much dislikes. This lady is so delusional, I swear to God. Oh, and I remember when she said this.
I'm going to expose every one of these YouTube racists. I'm going to drag you out, and I'm going to shine a light in the spaces that you've cultivated in hatred and bigotry, and I'm going to continue to make you irrelevant. I will continue to cost you sponsorships. I will continue to cost you jobs.
How's that working out for you, love? Terribly? Well, we all think it's going swimmingly, as everyone has finally seen the real you. I am 100% aware that this was shit that dried up fairly quickly and no one really cares about anymore, but I still wanted to give my quick summary on it all. And I know there were a few personal things I maybe shouldn't have said, but honestly, fuck it. But that ends this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all later. But for now, I'm Taylor Gang, and I'll see you all next time.